Sarnage!
Hello there, what's up folks? I'm Lynx and welcome back to SnowRunner, and today's the big day. We are going to be tackling the first major quest of this area. So if I show you a little something here, if we go to global map, you see regional progress here to the left hand side. So these are basically our overall goals for the whole area. And we're going to be tackling the first one, the first site constructed. And in order to do that, we have to do not a drill. So, like I said in the last episode, this is what we're going to do today. So we got to take to the drilling site, which is here in the middle of the map. We've got to get some metal beams, an oil rig drill, and the construction semi-trailer. So I have got my Fleet Star here with a flatbed on it, and I also, like I said I was going to do, kitted out the Chevy with some upgrades and gave it a low saddle because we're going to need that for the second part of this mission. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head up to the warehouse here. We're going to grab this trailer on the way, and we're going to grab a couple of metal beams, and we're going to take them across here, down here, and over to the drilling site. That's step one. Then we're going to take the Chevy all the way round and into Smithville Dam, and that's where we're going to pick up the oil rig drill bit. And then after that we have our where is it? This guy here, our Royal BM, sat over here, already hooked up to the final thing that we need, which is the construction rig semi-trailer, which is just here. So, without further ado, let's get corking on this cracking time. So, you can get the metal beams for this from like the town storage, but I think for the purposes of where we're starting and also just, you know, the ease of getting there, I think getting the metal beams from the warehouse is probably going to be easier for us. So put on all-wheel drive now because, you know, we're getting into the thick of the mud, and coming up is probably one of the worst sections on this map ever. This, oh, I just beached myself on a telegraph pole. Okay, cool. Just what I wanted to do, obviously. This section here is extremely muddy, so I'm going to go very much off-road so that I can stay on this dry mud to the right-hand side here. As you can see here, it is pretty horrible. Just safety winch there, and then we're going to take a little detour if we can get up this first little steep bit here this way. It saves us having to go all the way around to the warehouse, and I think we should be able to make it up here. If we had a load we probably wouldn't, you know, but I think we should be okay as long as these rocks don't get in the way. Yeah, we're good. We are golden. Check that out. Fantastic. Oh, come on, little Fleet Star. Come on. Yeah, you're a good boy. Sorry. I baby talk my trucks, apparently. It's just something I do. So we're almost over to the place we need to be. Grab the trailer that's already over there, the one that we left behind with the Bandit. It's got some bricks on it, but we'll just get rid of those when we get there. Oh, ouch. That was a hard hit on the old tyres and suspension there. Don't want any more of those, thank you very much. That would not be cool. So here we are at the warehouse. Just going to grab this trailer. Just going to hook it up like that. We're just going to drag it over for the time being. There we go. Attached up. See, it did it so ninja-like that you didn't even see it. Right, we're going to remove those bricks. Then we're going to grab some metal beams. Metal beams 1 and metal beams 2. Right, this is going to be interesting because this is going to be an exceptionally heavy load. 2 metal beams is not nice. Not nice. Especially this early on. I wonder if we... I hope we can make it. We've got a pretty steep hill climb ahead. But after that it's all downhill, and apart from a little bit of mud down by the old... down by the river, it's pretty straightforward route. Just got to get over this little hill crest here first. Should be able to manage it. Alright. Slow down, take this turn. Oh. Be thankful you have all-wheel drive for this part. This is some, yes, I know, tutorial. I'm sure you've told me about 6,000 times already how to attach a trailer. Yeah, hopefully those will stop showing up at some point soon, but we'll see. It can get a little bit distracting, those tutorial windows. Ooh, look at that, that's a nice effect. I didn't even know that it did that through the sunlight, did that through the trees. That's cool. It's slightly irritating though when all you want to see is, you know, the ground. But we will survive. Yeah, this is a very steep hill climb, but so far it's going okay. I may have to drop down to low gear and put the diff lock on at some point. But for the time being, if I can manage in automatic, I'm going to manage in automatic because it is a bit faster. But I think this bit of hill coming up is probably going to be the acid test, so to speak. If I can make it over here, I won't have any problems with the rest of the route. This is an extremely difficult little hill to climb, especially with such a huge load behind me. But it's still moving, just, and the tyres are really struggling to get a grip. Yeah, I think it's time to just switch down to low for this last bit, just to get up and over the crest of the hill here. Ah, it wasn't too bad. What am I complaining about, right? It's no problem at all. I think I'll just keep it in low though, just until I get over to the main road, because this bit here is a bit swampy. Don't want to get stuck at all. That would not be good. There we go. Ah, champion. Right, back to automatic. And back to the tarmac. Now then. So this is why it's so important to clear blockages and you know, pay attention to where you're actually driving. No, this is why it's important to clear blockages, build bridges, and otherwise, you know, just open up routes for yourself, because when you start doing bigger contracts like this one, they're invaluable. I mean, if we hadn't built that bridge, we wouldn't have been able to use that route. We would have had to come over by the watchtower, or worse yet, go all the way round and back past the garage, which could have been really problem because there's some serious mud up there. So, you know, it's important to clear your routes. Now, this corner is potentially a problem. This is really muddy here, which is why I'm kind of staying slightly off the ruts so that I can get some purchase on the untouched ground. As yeah, you don't want to get stuck now. We really do not have that far left to go. Going to be really interesting is when we bring the construction rig trailer down this way, because yeah, this is the route we're taking for the construction rig as well. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It does actually work. I have done it before, and it's certainly a lot easier than going all the way round and then past the sawmill to get over the river, because there is a hill over there that has very few winch points, is very steep, and does not like that construction rig. So I have found through experience that, as weird as it may seem, this is actually the best route to take. Oh, come on now. A little bit of diff lock just to get over the peak of the hill there. Come on, there we go. Fantastic. But that won't be our next task. That will be our final little task that we'll be doing. Yeah. Now comes a fun little corner and a little bridge. Certainly don't want to fall off this bridge, because there is no way to get yourself upright again. Just have to take this over to that little arrow. And now will be stage 1 completed. Come on now. Come on now, little fleet star. Don't start getting bogged down in this mud. little bit more, just to the drop-off point. Literally do not have to go far into it. Come on. Uh-oh, that's some serious mud. Cargo management, 1 beam, 2 beams, and the first section is complete. Right, we are now going to back out of here. We do not want to be anywhere near this mud. I'm going to do that. I'm going to diff lock this. And I'm going to try and get around here and out of the way. Because what I also don't want to do is create an obstacle for when I'm bringing the next few bits of stuff over here. Because that would also not be good. So, park the Fleet Star here. Engine off, handbrake on, and we are going to switch over to our Chevy. So we don't have all-wheel drive for this, and we don't have very large tyres, I don't think, but we shouldn't need them, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm going to have to I'll have to take the Fleet Star over into Smithville Dam. Because for this little job we do need a low saddle for this. Whee, slipping around. Ooh, this thing is actually really quite perky. Yeah, it's quite a speedy little thing. Ooh, slipping around. Yeah, it's one of the problems with... Okay, what was that? Game, if I run over a rock, it doesn't instantly puncture my tyre and, you know, destroy half of my suspension. At least I hope it wouldn't. The damage in this game can be a little bit off at times, I suppose you could say. It's a little bit over the top. But hey, you know. Ooh, this thing is really bucking it. You know. I mean, I think I put a better engine in it because I had access to a slightly different engine which upped its power. Yeah, this thing is actually really quite speedy. I'm actually quite impressed. It doesn't have a load on it so far, so we'll see how it handles when it has a massive oil rig drill attached to its trailer, and the trailer itself for that matter. Yeah, you know, colour me slightly impressed. I never really paid much attention to this particular truck, because I always thought it was just a not very good Fleet Star, you know. I just kind of ignored it, but it's not actually that bad. Yeah, who needs barriers? Through the swamp. Here's a tip for all people playing: you do not need to use the detour. It lies. Another little drive-by refueling there whilst we're here. Might as well, you know. So yeah, so basically with this particular part of this assignment, we're going to nip through to Smithville Dam. So you get to see Smithville Dam for the first time. Not very much of it for now. That'll probably come in the next episode when I take most of my trucks over there to start, you know, exploring that. But you're going to see a little bit of it. We're going to unlock the garage over there because it's very close to where we come through the tunnel that we're going to take, and then we're going to grab a trailer and we are going to go and pick up this this oil rig drill, and deliver it to the same place we took the planks, the metal beams, not planks. Anyone alive up there? I sometimes wonder, you know. I sometimes do wonder. Yes, this road should be, yep, this road is clear. We cleared this out in a previous episode. Can't remember when that was now, but, you know, spent a long time mucking around with cranes and various trailers, you know, making a total hash of it. But we did it, so we can get through there now. So we just got to go over to where that symbol is over there for the tunnel, and that'll take us through to Smithville Dam. Whoop, whoop. Getting squirrely on me in the mud. This thing is very... I definitely need to find the all-wheel... If I'm going to keep this truck, I need to find all-wheel drive for it, because I know it has access to all-wheel drive. And it certainly needs it, because this thing is squiffy, you know. So, Smithville Dam, here we go. That white Western Star is actually a truck we can find on this map. Again, like the Chevy, never actually used it, so I might see what it's like. Welcome to Smithville Dam. Let's go. Oh, actually, before we do, let me show you the map. So this is Smithville Dam. It is big. It's probably the major map of the Michigan areas. The Michelin areas? Yeah, hello, brain. But yeah, so we have 6 watchtowers. The dam, I believe, is about here, I think. This is the quarry down here. Those are nice. No, they're not. And then we have a couple of exits. I think one's down here and one's over here somewhere, and they take us to the last, the other 2 areas, Island Lake and Drummond Island. As you can see, they both have links from Smithville. So what we're going to do here is we're going to drive up this road here, which will take us up to the garage, and we're going to nip across to the service hub from there. And pick up the drill bit. I really like this little truck. Ooh, bouncy, bouncy. Yeah, I think I also raised the suspension on this, which is why it may be getting a little bit squirrely on me. But I thought for this job it's probably better to raise it than not, simply because some of the areas we go to are going to be very swampy. Right, so this here is our new garage. Need to drive over here. We'll get some repairs and refuel. I'll just show you what I did with it here. So yeah, I bought the different engine, which basically just gives it a bit more power. Oh no, it's not raised. Okay. Yeah, I got some all-terrain tires for it, and that's pretty much it. I put the saddle on. As you can see, it does have engageable. Oh goodness me, that's in Alaska. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, just up and leave the garage again. Now that we've got refueled, I want to grab a suitable trailer here. So, could go for that one, but I prefer using this one here because of the sides. So basically it's a little bit more expensive, but not enough to write home about, and it just means like you've got a little bit of a safety net, because sometimes you can get a trailer at a seriously severe kind of lean on it, and the cargo will come unhitched, but the trailer itself doesn't flip. And if you have the non-sided trailer, what can sometimes happen is the load can just slide off sideways, whereas if you've got this one, it doesn't. It just unhitches and kind of gets snagged on the side, so you can repack the cargo without having to, you know, bring a crane in to put the cargo back on again. I've saved quite a number of loads just by doing that particular tactic. Right, so what we want is this oil rig drill. As you can see, it is a big load. We can also get vehicle and service parts here, which we will need for other quests. But for now, we've got to deliver this titanic thing, which is why we need a trailer with 5 slots, because this drill bit is 5 cargo slots. It won't fit on, I think there's only like a couple of other different trailers in the game. There's the brand new super heavy massive Giga trailer, which has like 8 slots on it. I've got to have a go at using that at some point. I've never used it. I think it came out with the Yukon DLC, so I've not had a chance to use that yet. That sounds ridiculous for the size of it, you know. And then I think there's one other trailer that has 5 slots, other than this one and the non-sided version of it. But other than that, like, those are your choices for transporting this thing, because it's just so big. It is an oil rig drill after all, you know. I mean, it's not exactly a small piece of heavy machinery, is it? Anyway, yes, back to the... Yeah, that's only when low gear's on. Back to the mission at hand. Got to pop back through to Black River. Ooh. And then we've got to get to the drilling site, and I'm going to show you the route I'm going to take, because we haven't been over to this section of the map yet. So I just want to show you where we're going to be going, maybe lay out a little route just so that you can follow along with me. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we want to come back along to here, go around to this turning here. Alright, come on, go down there, and then we want to come across to here, and then across this river. This crossing looks pretty dangerous on the map, but you'd be surprised at actually how easy that is. There is actually a road that you can use. It is just slightly sunken beneath the water. So from there we're going to travel over here. And the good thing is we have a fleet star here, so if we do get into any kind of trouble, we can bring the fleet star over and help us out, to help us out, you know. So that's the plan, and hopefully for the next step of this mission, the Royal won't actually need any help. Because it is, whoa, just ran over a sign I didn't even see. But yeah, hopefully the Royal won't actually need any help, because it is a much more powerful truck than these two. So fingers crossed, you know, touch wood, it's not going to have any problems. And I want to go this way now. So yeah, there's the other way that we could have gone with this thing. I'll just quickly show you. Instead of going around that way, would be to come down here, through the town, down to the logging mill, round the logging mill, and then kind of up this track here and across here, and the drilling site from the south. We have used this route before. We, I think it was like the first couple of videos, we picked up some wood here, dragged it over here to fix this bridge. But this hill here is an utter nightmare. You really don't want to take big loads up there because you'll just beach yourself and there's nowhere to winch to. It's a really treacherous kind of route for long vehicles. It's fine if you're just towing like a little sideboard trailer like the Fleet Star currently has, but if you're towing one of these kind of trailers or anything bigger, then it does create some problems. That's not really where I want to attach a winch to. Right, okay, I'm going to have to trailer winch in that case. Nope. There to... There we go. Sometimes just got to get the right grip. This does only have one axle of drive wheels after all, which is the disadvantage that it's got not having all-wheel drive with such a load at the moment. We may have to get the Fleet Star to help us out. Hopefully we won't, you know, but, you know, it is nearby in case of absolute peril. It's done fine so far, you know. But I think I may retire the Kodiak after this. I mean, it's a perky little truck, but I mean, if we aren't going to have all-wheel drive on it until we find it in Alaska, we do have other trucks that, you know, have all-wheel drive, and we're going to find some better trucks for doing all-wheel drive kind of stuff. So, you know, might retire it after this, see if we can't buy something better. But we'll see how it goes, you know. Stranger things have happened at sea. It's getting dark now. Don't particularly like that. But hopefully I can get to the drilling site before it actually becomes night time. And then when we switch over to the Royal, I think we'll make it daytime again. Because carting that load through the night is probably not the best idea. Plus you probably wouldn't be able to see anything, because that trailer really does take up most of the screen. Yeah. Come on now. Come on, little Kodiak. Come on. Front end of my truck here is literally just, you know, not very useful. Oh, come on. Come on. Have to go over the tree branch. A little bit of a tug from the winch, not too bad. Put some lights on for this little last bit. Come on now. Probably just keep it in low gear for the time being, just until we get out of this swampy bit. Okay, so Not doing too bad here. So like I said, this section here is not as bad as it first seems, because there is actually, as you can see there, ground underneath the river. It's just kind of like, you know, a bit watery. It's like, oh, I think we're needing this again. Come on now. Whoa, that's some deep water. I think we might need the Fleet Star's help here. Oh. That might explain why we're having such a horrible time. The road's over there. Yeah, I thought the road went this way, but evidently not. Right. Come on now. Come on, little Chevy. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring... No, not the Bandit, the Fleet Star. Over. Detach that trailer. I'm just going to help the Chevy out, because the Chevy is definitely struggling. Probably more down to my own stupidity. After all, I did drive into the wrong... I did drive into that huge freaking lake. Instead of, you know, actually taking the road like I was supposed to. Oh, that was a tree stump that I just drove over. See? Hidden in the grass. Sneaky little suckers they are. Yeah, I think... Skid around there. Right, let's attach a winch to the Chevy and just pull it out. Come on there, Mr. Chevy. There we go. Right. Now we're kind of in the right ballpark. Hopefully get around here. Put some lights on this vehicle as well. And there we go. Convoy time. We'll both... I'll just pull the Chevy through this last bit, I think, just to... just so that we can get to our destination reasonably soon. By the time we get to the dig site, it might even be morning at the rate we're going now. So, yeah. Who knows, huh? Who knows? Fault on. I have no idea what that sign means. Right. There we go. Go over this little bit. And then I am going drop the Chevy here, park myself around the corner, hopefully without actually flipping, change back over to the Chevy, and just drag this oil rig drill into the box. Come on, it's only round the corner. Right, cargo management, one oil rig drill. There we are. Oh boy. And now, the most grueling and definitely not a nighttime job part of this. As you can see, you can hardly see a thing here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to steal a little bit of fuel, refuel. I'm going to steal all of the fuel apparently from the Bandit. That's fine, the Bandit doesn't need any fuel right now, it can just be recovered later. But yeah, this particular trailer is a bloody nightmare. As you can see, it's huge, it's incredibly wide, thanks to that kind of girder walkway thing sticking over at the left hand side. It gives you a very obstructed view of the road ahead of you, and it does have a tendency to wobble a lot, which means it really does like tipping over and getting stuck on lampposts, because that grill walkway will just get stuck on everything, which is not helpful at all. But saying that, this the Royal here is doing a stellar job at keeping this thing going. Ooh, I snagged a guardrail there, but I can't do anything but pull, because there is no other way to get this trailer round some corners, because it is literally so wide you have to pull it across some of the terrain. But preferably avoid the telegraph poles. Yeah, I remember the first time I did this particular quest, I spent about 2 hours on it. And I literally mean this part of the assignment. The other two parts I did relatively easily. They're not that hard. Come on, let's be honest. Some metal planks and an oil rig drill, they're not that hard. This is the hard part of this particular assignment. And yeah, first of all, I kept getting it wedged on just about every single light and telegraph pole along this road, and then I made the really smart decision to take a shortcut. Uh-oh. Yeah, the shortcut didn't work out very well. I actually ended up having to reset the entire task, which meant I also lost the progress I'd already done on it. So I had to redeliver the planks and the oil rig drill and start again delivering this thing. And do you want to know why that happened? A, I was using the Fleet Star to tug this thing, and the Fleet Star does not have the power early on to tow this thing. Maybe later on it does, but not at the moment. And the shortcut I decided to take, looking back on it, was bat guano crazy. I'll show you where I tried to take this thing in a moment, because the shortcut that I actually tried to take this thing on is coming up on the right hand side very shortly. Just around this corner, I think. Yes, you see this little dirt road here to the right? I tried to take it down there, and I was like, oh hey, that's a shortcut, see? I can go down here and it'll save me going all the way around and everything. Until you realise that that corner is pretty much a hairpin bend. So yeah, I got it stuck, I got the trailer stuck on that corner, rolled it, spent about an hour trying to right it, and then had to reset the entire task, as I said, just so that I could recover the trailer to a place where I could actually get it. Come on, get around the corner. It's just gotten wedged up on the rocks there, but it'll be fine. Yeah, I wasn't best pleased, and I vowed never to make the same mistake again, and then didn't listen to myself because I kept taking shortcuts. There's a shortcut kind of hill on a part of Smithville Dam that you can take, and with a scout vehicle or just like, you know, a regular truck with a flatbed, it's not that bad. But I tried to take it with a semi-trailer that was fully loaded, and yeah, again, that didn't work out really well. I eventually made it through the route, but I lost all of my cargo and had to spend ages recovering all of my cargo using a crane on another vehicle. So, you know, this game will punish you if you try and take shortcuts, or you try and do something that you shouldn't. You know, it loves digging the heel in, so we should say, you know. But hopefully this job here shouldn't take too much longer now. Just got to take it the same route that we took the metal beams on earlier. And there's two little points down here that concern me. One, as I said, is the corner at the bottom here, the right hand bend, and the other one is the bridge. Not the bridge itself, but the approach and the exit, because it's very muddy. So we'll see how the Royal here deals with this, because I haven't used the Royal on this map before. Because originally I didn't actually find the Royal until I got to Alaska. So I didn't have any experience with it. And I've got it wedged. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Am I attaching onto something over there? I am. Okay. Attach winch. Here, what can we get a hold of? Nothing. Okay, attach. Oh, no. Oh, actually, that might have done it. Seemingly not. Right, let's go to the back here, and we'll go attach winch to that corner there. We'll go for that tree. Whoa. Okay, we are free of that monstrous corner. Right, so now I've got to try and take a slightly different route, which may mean going over the mud. But oh yeah, that's worked better. Ah Yeah, that's worked way better. Yeah, I thought we'd get stuck on that corner, but I hoped it wouldn't take too long to get unstuck, and it didn't, so, you know. Hey look, there's that drill that we're building. If we can get this first major thing sorted, then all is well. Oof, that is a rocky piece of road. Rocky road. Haha. Come on now. Come on. Yep. Oh, maybe. Just about. Almost. Right, okay. Attach winch to there and there. There we are. Oh, come on now. Come on. This is one of the slight disadvantages of this truck not having a diff lock, and that is you will get quite a lot of wheel spin, which can affect your power, getting the power down. Ooh, that trailer is leaning a lot. Oh, of course it would. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, just a little bit more. Yeah, there we are. Oh, brilliant. Up onto the bridge. Like I said, it's very muddy around this bridge, so I thought we might struggle. Don't look at the trailer whilst going across there. Just pull. Alright. Last little bit over to the drop-off point, and we will be done with this one. Whew. Stay where you are put, Mr. Trailer. Right. Not much farther to go. Come on. Come on now. We literally just have to drag you into the box. And we are done. Just into the box. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Yeah! Check that out. Aha, yeah. And I believe we got a rank up from that, didn't we? We did. We now have rank 7. Nice. So, in terms of main quests, I think that, yeah, because everything else is going over to Smithville Dam and Drummond Island and Island Lake. So, yeah, and all of Steel River's done. So, in terms of Black River here, the only thing left to do are the little side quests for money and a little bit of experience. So, you know, there's like, I think what we'll do next episode is we'll do a little tidy up episode. We've got a couple of drowned vehicles down there and a trailer that we can grab, and then I think we have we've got this drainage quest that we can do and another stuck trailer there, so we'll probably do that. You know, or just, yeah, another stuck trailer here. So I think what we'll probably do for those, because some of those trailers are really dug in really swampy areas, so I think what we'll do is we'll take the cat out in the next episode, and we'll recover all of these trailers and what's nots. I might do this missing machinery quest, but it's a bit arduous really, going to all these places and picking this stuff up. The bandit would be perfect for that, but doesn't have any fuel left, sadly. So that's a bit annoying. Didn't actually need the fuel either. But yeah, for now, I think what we'll do is I'll sign off here. I'm going to take these trailers back to a trailer park, sell them, and in the next episode we will start with the cat, and we'll go around and just, you know, tidy up a few missions here in Black River, and then get ourselves over to Smithville Dam and start cracking out some exploration. So until then, give this video a like. If you are enjoying this series, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And whatever you do out there, guys, have fun and stay safe.